book 3, fire, is fire. Yeah. So you get the like that also kind of like shook me as well as like when I saw the first episode of season 3 is like Aang has hair. They're all wearing Fire Nation
Aang
clothes
had
and
waves. That shit was. Aang has waves.
Aang did that.
yeah,
Yeah, he
Aang was
really
drippy in
did.
season. Was that season 2? No, it was 3. That was 3.
that's
Aang was
Season
season
three.
3.
mad drippy first half of season 3. I don't know why you cut it.
Yeah, and then when he wore those Fire Nation clothes with the headband, that was pretty fire. That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good look.
Yo had the do rag. Yo had the Dewey on. That's all.
Yo had a Dewey on. Yo said a Dewey.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then we also had like there were some small episodes too, like Aang going to the Fire Nation school. Like it was a good way for us to see like the education
the rest
system
of
of
the
how
world.
they teach these students in the Fire Nation.
Yeah,
And then
like
this is like something they need to learn how to
It
change.
reminds me of another place that I know, but I'm not gonna say that word. I mean, it is what it reminds me of another place
No.
that I've been to, but
Like it just shows like how planned out this all was, and the fact that they continued to build the world throughout all 3 seasons to completely flesh out the world by the time that you were done watching the series was just it was one of the best things about the show. Like the world itself felt so like real. Like it actually felt like there was a whole bunch of different people living in it with a whole bunch of different cultures and customs. So it was just crazy to see.
Like, I don't know if you think that it showed like us a bunch of like governments, like
exactly.
like,
Yeah.
the tribes, and then we got to
And then we also see like some people in the Fire Nation. There are like good people in the Fire Nation, not like we've seen that before as well. But like this is like where
it's all, like,
in a
well-being
civilization, like with citizens, like there are good people
Exactly.
within the community.
Are we gonna talk about we're gonna talk about the little eco shit they're trying to do, the painted lady?
That's the next episode. What do you have to say about it?
Painted lady. I can't remember.
The painted lady, yeah.
That was when Katara dresses up as the spirit and she cleanses the water from the village or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, at first she helps
it
them.
gives like the Fire Nation people in that village something to believe in.
Is what is it? My here's my brother Doc. Here's my brother.
Bro, that dude was. Oh nah.
Yeah.
And then he finally showed that he was switching hats at the end, and then they tried to confront him about it, and he just said, "Oh, nah."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, and then the next episode, Sokka's master, he learns to. This is like the episode where he gets broken to the point. It's like all my friends are like they're all benders. Like I'm useless. I'm a human being who does like nothing to do. And then they're trying to encourage him, saying like, "No, you're very valuable." And
he got tough with that. I'm telling you, that meteorite sword is probably one of the hardest swords. It was like solid.
Yeah.
If Sokka was an earthbender, that's what would have been even harder because he could have been using that and then bending. Oh, that
he would have been fire. And then Master Piando, his sword master. Piandao. Oh my god. Goddamn. Piandao. I'm sorry. Master Piandao. He was also really good as well. He was able to understand that Sokka's not like he's not traditional. Not a traditional fighter, and like he's able to use his creativity in order to fight, and he was able to use that, and then pulling out a full-on meteorite too.
That's the thing, like his swordsman skills are not like they're good, but they're not like because he also taught Zuko, and Zuko was like supposed to be like a prodigy when it came to swords. Like they're not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he knew instantly. He said, "Yeah, your name's Sokka. It's from the Water Tribe. Pick some other name. I forgot what name."
There's a million.
There was that one joke like he was saying like like in the parent teacher conference, and he said, "Why our name is Fire, Wang Fire, and this is my wife Sapphire." That was funny.
Oh, yeah, that's hard.
And then the
Sapphire Fire.
Fire Nation called Kuzon or some shit.
Yeah.
That was good. What else? Then we talked about the beach a little bit and like how it goes in talking about Zuko, Mei, Ty Lee, and Azula, and a little bit of their origins. That was good as well. We had that conversation already. Then the next episode was the The Avatar and the Fire Lord. This is all about Roku and Fire Lord Sazin.
That's my favorite episode.
Sozin. Oh my god.
My favorite episode of the Avatar, really.
Yeah.
The episode is just so good. It was like, and I love because Avatar does a lot like Qatar, like I say Qatar, like Kareem says, like when one person's talking and then we see it relates to another scene, like with the top metal bending and Vagudu with Aang, like this had that, and it was like for the whole episode, it was just straight hard.
Yeah. Kareem?
Yeah, I mean, I like that episode as well. I mean, not as much as Drew. I wouldn't say it's my favorite episode, but I really liked it, especially how it showed the two sides of conflict between Zuko, and it basically brought Zuko's conflict to full circle, showing the contrast between his mother and his father, and basically where they came from, showing just showing that he had to make this decision for himself. Like even the scar on one side of his face, and then his face was normal on the other side. It was all just symbolism, showing the inner turmoil within him. And like I just like how they wrapped it up together. Like it was cool.
And then this is finally the point where Zuko completely changes. Well, we'll see it in the next episode as well.
Yeah.
This is like the point, like. And then also, this is also back from season 1 when Roku told Aang, like, don't blame yourself for this war. It was my fault the war started. And then here we get to kind of see why it was his fault, but it was still understandable at the time as well. But yeah.
How y'all feel about the How do y'all feel about the Day of? Do you think the Day of Black Sun plan could have worked? Because it goes into that. Like, do y'all feel like the Day of Black Sun plan could have worked? Like, if they didn't know, if they didn't know originally.
Yeah, I feel like it could have if they had it. Because remember, they were a monarchy. So if they had taken the Fire Lord when they think they might have been able to get the rest of the Fire Nation to surrender if they had taken the royal family.
Right.
So. I mean, it was essential that Azula was able to figure it out.
It was a really good plan. It was planned out really well. Like Sokka was able to get the mechanical guy to build the submarines for the groups.
Those fighting scenes were hard. Like especially when Katara and Sokka stormed the base or whatever, and she had the water arms and he had the meteorite. So that shit was hard. And Appa with armor has to be one of the greatest things I've seen in my life.
Yeah, that was tough. Appa with armor. And Sokka's the one who made the armor too.
Yeah.
And then, which were called and then the swamp benders came back too. We didn't talk about them. The swamp benders.
The swamp, yeah. That's the one thing like I didn't know is like did they die? Because they were like throwing bombs into the submarine and the swamp people were protecting the boats. So I assume that they were gone because like we never see them again. So I don't know if they were like gone.
I mean, I don't think they died. I think they just were just in a different prison from the Boiling Rock.
Maybe yeah.
Because
like it was just like the way they animated it is like the bombs were falling on top of the ships. They were exploding.
Yeah, they weren't inside the submarines though. It showed them afterward.
They were guarding it though.
Oh, yeah, really? I saw, but it showed them afterward, and they were just in the seaweed.
Another thing we skipped because I just remember because you're talking about the Boiling Rock. A lot of people, I don't know if you guys like this character, but Haru, that was in season. I don't think it was season 2. With illegal to be an Earthbender or whatever.
Season 1, yeah.
Back here, and he has like a mustache now.
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
How do y'all feel about that whole episode with them on the ship? And it's talking about how like we have nothing to bend, and it's all like what is cool? Katara had to like, I guess, be like inspirational or some shit.
I mean, it was cool, but I don't know. That was okay to me. It wasn't.
Which part?
It wasn't great, but it wasn't.
This is like when all the Earthbenders were on the metal ship and as prisoners, and Katara had to motivate them to to fight for themselves.
That's solid.
That's solid, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we also at the Day of Black Sun, we got to see Hakoda put the hands in. Hakoda was actually tough too. He took out a whole
leadership,
he got shot in the stomach or some shit. But like,
yeah, and then also Sokka was able to like once Hakoda went down, Sokka was able to like take the leadership and try to like continue motivating the group and trying to continue for them to continue the fight. So I thought that was also a great character development moment as well.
Yeah, exactly. And he also brought them into formation and
we also
rallied
because Sokka was smart enough to see what Azula was doing to them, like when she was trolling basically the whole time.
Yeah.
And then with the then you see, she brings up the Kyoshi words and said, "Our favorite, our favorite president used to talk about you all the time." Or something like that.
The manipulation.
I was like, damn, she's good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
she's good with the words.
Sokka will kill somebody. If Sokka killed Azula right there, it would have been hard. I'm not gonna hold you. Sokka will.
He wouldn't have killed Azula. Azula's too conniving to be killed like that.
These guys are all using bending on Azula, and she's able to dodge everything, like everything from Aang, everything from Toph, and then Sokka was trying to give some swings.
I don't think Aang was there.
She was dodging.
Wasn't there,
she was dodging everything.
Aang was there.
Huh?
No,
Aang was there.
Aang was there. No, Aang was.
Aang was there.
Aang was definitely there.
He was there. That was because that was supposed to be where Ozai was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Then instead of Ozai, that was Azula who's there.
And then also it showed Zuko and his father and Ozai said, "Don't be." And Ozai said, "Don't be a bitch. Wait for me to get my bending back."
Yeah, and he shot lightning at him, and then Zuko just reflected it back at him.
Yeah, and then this is like finally the point where Zuko has changed. Like he understands his purpose in life is to help the Avatar beat his father, and that's pretty much everybody's. At least for most people, that's where they all turn for Zuko.
I love that scene when he shoots it back, and then afterwards you just see like the shit burning down in the background, and Ozai like angry as shit with his hair out of his butt. That shit made me laugh so hard. Because
really?
Because it's something like black parents like this. Like he had that look on his face, like this little nigga right here. What does this little nigga right here do? Like Ozai was mad as shit. He was like visibly mad, but he ain't saying nothing. He ain't screaming. He was just looking, and like the fire was burning from where Zuko redirected the lightning.
Wait, Drew, what did you say that funny moment of Ozai was?
It was when Ozai was talking to Zuko. And Zuko's like, "Who I learned from Iroh. He taught me how to be good." And Ozai's like, "Well, what did he teach you? Did he teach you about tea and failure?" Like that joint had me crying. That joint was. That's Iroh heavy too, but that was funny.
We're gonna talk about Swole Iroh, how he goes from Swole.
Bro, that is so wild. Oh my god! And then he broke out like by himself, like, and you just saw the bars were completely destroyed.
I wish we could have saw that. But that was fire.
Crazy.
Yeah. Even in the prison, he was like, you won't want to be here later.
Yeah, he said don't come tomorrow. Don't come tomorrow.
Yo said you have off. I'm not your boss, but you have off. That's hard.
Another episode we missed was the Puppet Master. But the blood bending.
About that Iroh episode, because like when the old Masters episode comes and they retake Ba Sing Se, he's fat again.
He likes to eat, bro. Don't be mad at him. He likes to eat, bro. He had to get swole for the moment. I'm just
confused because he was.
No, I don't think he's fat. I don't think he's fat.
I think the clothing. The clothing made him fat. Made him look fat.
Yeah, and look fat.
I think he just had bigger. I think he had bigger clothing because he didn't.
Yeah,
he couldn't change. He didn't have a place to change them.
Because he let him think he was crazy. They thought he was a crazy old man. He said, "Bro, I be doing pull-ups every day. What you mean?"
Yo was OC working out.
Yeah, that the Puppet Master episode, it freaked me out when I was younger. I remember seeing that when I was younger.
Yeah, exactly.
It was very eerie.
It's because you're sweet.
Okay.
It was a creepy episode, bro. It was definitely.
It's definitely the darkest episode in the show.
For sure.
Because y'all all sweet. Again, Hama wasn't with the shits. Hama wasn't with the shits. That's what I fucks with it.
She was taking random citizens from a random city. She's not like she was taking soldiers. She was taking random citizens from a random city.
She was taking innocent people.
Yeah.
She like unjust people that get folded by Qatar.
Exactly. Like, what are you talking about?
He's saying that because of Jet.
That's what I'm saying. He likes unjust people that get folded by Qatar.
Okay. Yeah. So
she was a waterbending master at that point.
But you know what's crazy? Ozai But you know what's crazy? Ozai and Iroh were never in the same, like, they never talked to each other, or even were in the same area. Not
in the show, but yeah, I know what you mean.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, then we get the moments of Zuko trying to join up with the team. He's terrible at like talking. That was nice. And then like only Toph can like trust him because she doesn't really know him, and also like she can feel the vibrations in the ground, and she knows that he's telling the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
And, yeah.
Well, when Jet came back, or are you talking about something else?
No. When Zuko, when Zuko was trying to meet up with the Avatar gang. Yeah.
Zuko here. That shit was so funny.
It went about how good as it should.
Hello, Zuko here.
Then he tried. No, wait, the guitar hit him with water.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like the Sun Warriors episode was pretty bad. Like the best episodes in that arc were definitely the Boiling Rock and
the what episode?
The Boiling Rock.
The redemption arc.
No, it was not bad, bro. What are you talking about?
No, the Boiling Rock was a tough episode. Don't do that.
It is a tough. It's a tough episode, but like Sozin's Comet has so much fire in it.
No,
that don't count.
It doesn't count.
In my opinion.
All right, wait.
Technically, the Boiling Rock is 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's 2 episodes, and the play was also a really good episode, bro.
The play was fun.
Yeah, it was.
The play was a really good episode.
Before we get back into action.
Yeah, exactly.
That made sense. It was a little slight. It said, did Jet die? So I don't know. It was unclear. That's funny.
It was unclear, and then it's like
it showed a great amount of self-awareness.
And then they even said that I think Combustion Man died.
Yeah.
When
Sokka
yeah.
Sokka slid his actor some funny card notes.
Yeah, exactly.
He said, "Try this."
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. Yeah, so
So what I said was I was talking about the redemption arc, which it consists of like I think it's like 6 episodes where it's the Combustion Man episode. Then it's the Sun Warriors. Then it's the Boiling Rock. Then it's the Southern Raiders. Then it's the Amber Island Players. Because Sozin's Comet is at the end in 4 episodes.
You're right. I mean, like that whole thing with Zuko was like he's trying to ease his way to like with the group, and you have like everybody. There's like the joke, the life-changing moment with Zuko. You had Aang learning firebending from the dragon, the dragons.
Sokka going to find their dad.
Sokka finding his father. Yeah,
and Zuko.
You see how smart, like you really see how smart Sokka is, like trying to get like he's able to like convince like the actual like cooling machine and like trying to like unscrew them and use it as a boat.
Exactly.
And then, we also got one of the best jokes of the series. That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
My girlfriend turned to the moon.
My girlfriend turned to the moon. That's rough, buddy. Yeah.
I want to see more Zuko and Sokka. That's a good combination.
Yeah,
that was a good combo.
It really was.
Boiling Rock is also important because it shows that's when Azuka was turning into craziness. Because at the end of the episode, when Ty Lee and May.
Yeah, that's when
when May decided to rebel against her. Yeah,
that was a hard one with my May. I gotta give it.
That's the descent.
I love Zuko.
But like one thing about Ty Lee we didn't really talk about is like she's able to like stop these like powerful benders from bending if she can like touch the right pressure points. We talked about Azula's.
I think you think it's more impressive
at that point.
Yeah, it's more impressive because like when Neji does, all right, this is gripes. But when Neji does it, niggas can't use ninjutsu, but they can still fight. And but in the Avatar universe, there's a lot of niggas that don't actually have hands, and they like focus so much on the bending shit.
That's even cooler though.
No, she also disables. She also disables your limbs. She also disables your limbs too.
Yeah,
like she makes you completely fall to the ground.
But if they
Azula cannot do anything, and she's like a power bender.
And she's a great acrobatic person as well because you saw how she was evading Aang and
that's how impressive she is. Like the Ember Island Players, the good way to recap the whole series and make fun of the show as well.
Yeah,
I
thought that was pretty cool.
The play episode, right?
Yeah, the play episode.
And Tom said, I know you felt something with the Daredevil shit. It was like I made a sonic roar from my mouth. I got a pretty good look at you.
Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, I mean, because like originally Toph was supposed to be a big muscular man, like originally, but then they made her like a tiny like girl. But like, yeah, it was. They were kind of like,
like she's like she's arguably the manliest character in the show. She's a white girl. So
a 10-year-old girl.
She was 12. She was the same age.
Yeah, she was 12. it was also funny like seeing Sokka like teaching his actor like how to tell better jokes, and that was pretty funny. And then you see like Zuko and his like how bad he felt about like everything that they kept representing Iroh and like everything like that. Yeah, it's like I felt bad for Iroh and Zuko.
Are you gonna choose the Fire Nation or treachery? Choose treachery. It's more. That
was like, oh, and then the one kid is like, hey, I like your Zuko costume, but your scar's on the wrong side.
On the wrong side, yeah.
And then how'd y'all feel about the honor?
No, the play is legitimately funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, and then we're pretty much at the final 4 episodes. Sozin Comet. Yeah, let's tackle that one.
Can we at least argue? I feel like the Agni Kai fight is better than the Fire Lord and the Avatar Aang fight.
I can see that. I can see that
because it was like but at the same time they both were kind of like not interrupted, but it was like dang.
I feel like the Agni Kai episode is like 100 and like the Sozin Comet is like 97. Like, and it's only because at the end of the Sozin Comet, Aang does that bullshit with the Lion Turtle energy bending. That's only it.
I mean, it makes sense that he would use it.
I know it makes sense, but it's so convenient that he learned that right before he had
we talked about that earlier.
Yeah.
But
but even without that, the Avatar state, he was wrecking Roku.
No, he was throwing hands.
Not Roku.
No, Aang Avatar state was
Ozai.
The first scene, Ozai come, he said, "Bing." I said, "Oh hell no!" And he did a little Avatar circle with all the bending. I was like, "Oh my god, this is hard."
Yeah, and then
I never even thought of that.
And you also had like
it was also conveniently that a rock was poking out. That automatically enacted the Avatar, like when
it went right into his scar. Yeah.
Like right in the spot where he got shot. That was very convenient. Like,
I mean, the scar was pretty. The scar was the scar was pretty big. Like he was getting folded.
That's convenient. You know what I learned? If you go back and watch the series, right? Every time Aang uses earthbending, he almost always gets folded, and it's very weird. That's just funny.
Well, I mean, he's not good with it.
Yeah, that's his worst element.
Yeah, that's what he was saying as well.
It's a little nitpick. He said he was getting folded though.
Yeah. Then we also had like the guys also like split up with themselves. Toph, Sokka, and Suki were trying to take control of the airships. And
I fuck with the episode so much. It wasn't better than Agni Kai, but when Sokka really held it down. Once Suki said, "Finish the mission," and then Sokka held it down. He took out them two guards.
He didn't lose his cool. He didn't lose his cool.
Didn't he hurt his leg? He broke his leg, right?
He broke it. He basically broke his leg because he was on crutches afterwards. And which
Sokka's a G. He's a G.
He protected Toph because Toph couldn't see where the debris was falling, so he protected Toph.
Yeah, and then I like that thing when that funny moment when like Toph like after she beats like the guards and then she's like, and then Sokka's like, all right, fly the ship now. It's like, yeah, let a blind girl fly the ship.
I like the part before that, the knock sequence where she knocks, she's like ding 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 ding, and then she like falls into
and then
with that was so hard, bro.
Yeah, and then
I forgot. Yeah,
he lost his sword too.
Apparently
they find it back later in the other episode.
There was even comedy in the episode when they first board the ship. And he's like, "We have to celebrate somebody's birthday." And he's like,
that's one thing I can praise with the show is like it can take jokes, but it can also take itself seriously, and they know how to balance it really well. Like that's just what good writing is.
Yeah,
like you can even though the show is like this is like the darkest it's been in the entirety. Like there has been dark episodes, but they still tell jokes and still stay in character.
Exactly.
It gives me a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. That's what I like about it. Like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
I can say
weak though. They're weak though, but the Avatar team's not weak. But
it's better than Guardians of the Galaxy though.
I can see what you're talking about.
I mean, I catch the vibe, but the thing is, it's really to me is like. it's the way they're able to set up the fact that there's a war, but people's lives still go on. Like that's the thing. It's like so that's how they're able to set up jokes within that. So it's just like exactly like the cabbage dude. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the old master shit. That shit was hard,
bro. The White Lotus.
Old Masters, when they retook boxing, it was like the first
episode. Bro, all by themselves. That was crazy.
It consisted of King Bumi, Master Paku, Zhang, Master Piondo, and Iroh.
Yeah. We see everyone. Yeah, I said. Oh,
the order of the White is here.
Shout outs to Zhang. We didn't talk about him earlier, but yeah, he was cool too. But yeah,
and notice how two of the White Lotus members, which is Bumi and Iroh, they both waited for the eclipse to then strike and get out of, like, Iroh got out of jail and Bumi retook his city. Yeah,
I mean, because like Piondo was like because he wasn't a what was it? Yeah, he wasn't like a bender.
He wasn't a bender. Yeah,
but he still had a heater though.
He put in his work.
He did.
No, him and Paku, that was tough as shit when Paku like brought the water up, froze it, and then Piondo slid through it and cut all the swords and weapons in half.
That's what I'm saying. And then it was like symbolic when Iroh, I think he burned the little Fire Nation emblem that was on the seal on the Earth. It's not Earth Nation on the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah, on the Earth Kingdom. Yeah, insignia. Yeah. It was very like symbolic of like how he had also come full circle as a person.
Yeah.
Like he went from retaking boxing, trying to take it for the Fire Nation to retaking it for the Earth Kingdom. It's just like crazy.
And in that first scene, I knew shit was ready to get fucked up when Iroh was breathing, and then you could see the fire rise and go down, and rise and go down. That shit was hard.
Oh yeah. Also, wasn't Zhang part of the White Lotus team?
Yeah.
He was tough.
That's what I'm saying. Even the White Lotus, you got hands.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that was tough.
They have a squad.
Like Azula can do that, and so can Ozai. So it's like.
Wait, which one? The breathing thing?
No, the jets. He was basically flying. He had jets.
Yeah, I feel like you can only do it. Well, Azula only used it for like propulsion, but to fly, I think you can only do it under the Sozin's comment.
Was flying in that last one. Ozai was.
I was saying in the Ozai I said Ozai Sozin's comment.
Yeah, I think that's probably why. Yeah.
My favorite part of the Agni Kai was like I think Azula and Zuko had fought like let's say I think it's like 4 times, right? The first time, Azula put the hands on Zuko, she didn't use fire, and the last time it was like the roles were reversed, and we had seen throughout the fights Zuko was slowly catching up to her, and although like I don't think he would have beaten Azula, no craziness, like it was still like a good it was good character development. For the fight.
And like, and then even before that episode, like Azula, you finally see her mental breakdown, and we kind of mentioned it before. Like after like what happened with Man Ty Lee, she completely mistrusts everybody, and like her father like is saying like, I don't want you to be with me, I want you to stay here in the Fire Nation. And then like, she did not like that.
Yeah.
And then then she like loses faith in her servants, her handmaidens, her and then it's like she gets the vision of her mother in the mirror.
Yeah. Yo, so you trying to kill me with the cherry pit? That was funny as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cherry pit. Yeah.
You're all baited.
Damn.
You can't even die off that.
And then Qatar.
You tried to assassinate me.
I feel like that was when Qatar truly became a waterbending master, when she was able to hold off, even though Azula.
She's been a master for a while, but yeah.
Yeah,
she has been already. Her defining moment, like skill wise, when she froze Azula in that shit.
Yeah, but that was tight.
Yeah.
She said.
But she was able to move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was fire.
But I feel like I didn't like the Qatar. Like I knew why Qatar came, and it was like, bro, like I understand the point of her. I guess I knew why like Qatar didn't step in, but it's like damn, because like if she didn't step in, Zuko would have got the kill. It's like damn.
Yeah, and then that was like her way. Like Azula was like her cheap shot basically was to attack Qatar with the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like even like we were talking about this earlier, but like the coloring, the shots, and like The cinematography of like you see like the blue and the orange, like
red contrast.
The contrast is all there. It looked amazing.
That one episode.
It's like hard to believe that this show came out from 2005 to 2008, and it still looks amazing, like after all this time. And yeah, I mean it's just really good.
And then I make this connection on our pod, but how like Blue throughout the entire series means good. Like you have the water tribe, you have Aang when he goes into the Avatar state, and you just have it in general. But in this one fight, you don't want the blue, like technically the blues, and then even in the energy bending scene when Aang's like the good side, like the Rava side is blue, and then Ozai is red. You don't want, but like in this one scene, you want the like Zuko's red fire. You want the
exactly.
Yeah, it's like we're switching this up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shaq's dropping some dimes right now.
Shaq can drop this episode. You might think Shaq a genius in this episode. No cap. And like when we peaked, because before that we didn't know if like we didn't know that Aang had if Aang was a fully realized avatar. And when after he beat Sozin, he did like went Avatar state for like a quick second, and then Ozai, not Sozin. When he went Avatar state for a quick second, and then he like put out all the fire with water. I was like, all right, you fully realized Avatar now. You are.
Yeah. And that shot was also really cool too. Like him flying in the air, and then you see all the elements are like spiraling.
Around him. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, the Avatar circle.
That was tough.
And then when Ozai lost his bending, and they get to hit him with jokes. They said, "You're the fun." I forgot what jokes they were saying. They called him the loser lord.
Loser.
And then Suki tried.
And then Suki's like, "You're the
out of curiosity, did you guys?
Who's not very good at winning?"
Hello.
Yeah.
And out of curiosity, did you catch the? Did you guys talk about the Azula crying scene?
Oh, when she broke down and crying.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Azula crying. Yeah. And
I was just like
that ending.
Yeah. You finally see the point where she's broken. Like this perfectionist, egotistical, maniacal bitch.
Sohan, calm down. Calm down, Sohan.
Becomes broke. I mean, it's just great writing. It's just great writing. That's all it is.
Wait. This nigga's spitting.
It's amazing. It's amazing writing.
I mean,
yeah. Yeah. So that all right. Now, how'd you feel with the ending after the fight?
When they all met together,
it was cool. I mean, I liked it. It was a good ending for not having a fourth season, but you know.
I said like again, it's my only gripe with the story is like the energy bending shit. But like even at the end, that was like I liked how it like resolved like the relationship at the end, like when they all take that picture and it's not like they've come so far.
And then Sokka draws everyone. He said,
"I think
me."
And Toph's like,
Suki.
And Toph's like, "I think you all look great." Yeah.
He said, "Why did you give?"
And I think she can't even see. That's actually hilarious.
Yeah. No, Toph is an underrated funny person in Avatar.
Yeah.
And then
it's like
I loved it when the Mei and Zuko thing, and Mei even has a little joke, or not a joke. I thought it was funny as fuck. But she's like, "If you do that to me again, I'm killing you," basically.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was funny. And Zuko's face when she said it, he's like, Zuko said, "Oh, word." All right. I'm about that.
And then at the end of the series, when Katara,
it's good that Aang got with Katara. I mean, a lot of people. There's a fan base that want Zuko and Katara.
Zutara. They call it Zutara.
Makes no sense.
Sound like you know a lot about
that don't really make sense. But you know,
it's like saying Kylo Ren with Rey, but
I mean that did happen. She did kiss the shit out that nigga.
He kissed that.
I mean, but
I don't say that word. Those words.
Exactly.
We're gonna save that for another video.
There's a reason why those movies were not good. Okay.
I'll save that for another video. But yeah. So that's pretty much all the shows. Oh, shout out to Mark Hamill voicing Ozai. That was fire.
Yeah, Mark Hamill a goat. Mark Hamill's a voicing goat.
Luke Skywalker.
Shout out to Dante Bosco as well, another goat.
Bosco as well.
Thanks for watching. If you like movies, TV shows, comics, and video games, support the channel by clicking the like button, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Also, share the video and check out the YB podcast, where we talk basketball, movies, TV shows, and anything that comes to mind. Links in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Peace.